Hi guys, I just want to show you one of the use cases I have in mind for my buttonBoard PCB. This PCB is basically a PCB with 12 buttons on the top and 4 side buttons here and here. It's not populated on this PCB. And on the other side you have an ESP32 with all the peripheral components. And on a smaller PCB that's also possible to break it off. There is the USB-C port. You can also populate it with the LiPo charger stuff. And there's also the USB to serial bridge, so that you can also easily program the ESP32 via the USB-C connection. And my first use case for this PCB was to use it for a remote. So that's why it already looks like a remote with all the buttons, and you can connect it to your smart home and then trigger whatever you like. The other use case is to use it as a main MCU and control board for one of my word clock LED matrices. Therefore I converted the whole buttonBoard PCB to this construction. I broke off the USB-C part, which you can see here, and separated it from the main part. Well, I think you can see it. And then I mounted it in this 3D printed housing with all the buttons at the top that I can push with these little, I don't know what it's called, thingies. And the USB-C part I mounted in a separate holder, and where that will be mounted in the housing this way that you can easily access the USB-C port, that you can also distribute some power from here to the LED matrix. And well, that's it. I will show you now how it's mounted in the main housing. Yeah, so this part snugs in here. So the stainless steel plate here is laser cut. I didn't do it on my own. I used one of these online services where you can upload a DXF file of your cuttings, the drawings you want to have, and then they will do it for you and send it over. Pretty cheap. So that one goes in here. Now I can also turn it around. The other guy goes in here. Hopefully fits. Yes. We'll continue with the other screws later, but I think that's enough to show you. So we have the USB-C part here. We have the button part here. I will turn it around. You can see how it's populated. And the whole thingy should go on here as a backplane to these LED matrix. So you have like WS2812 LEDs. And of course these need to be provided with power and data. So this will be the things I have to connect to this will be connected to the USB board. I have here one of these solder pads that will be connected to, and the power comes from the USB-C part. So there's no voltage drop on this line because of course these LED matrices can draw a lot of power. So you have the way from the USB-C port to the LED matrix as short as possible. And later, when everything is connected, you just snug it in here, screw everything, and then you can control it with the buttons over here. Oh, come on. Here you have access to the buttons. So even if somebody's not able to connect to it via Wi-Fi and configure it this way, you can use the buttons. Very good if you have like parents or other elder people who have to deal with this stuff. So you have a product that completely runs on itself and doesn't need any Wi-Fi connection or any other complicated configuration. Yeah, that's it. I hope you liked it. Have a nice day.